fellas, way to dig deep. I'm gonna have to give this to Smitty. Yeah. April Fool's
Penalty expires. Shesterkin knocked down at his crease. And the Rangers not happy, and Shesterkin joins the fray. This time goes after one of the Devils. Here comes Markstrom. Markstrom and Shesterkin.
A goalie fight at the Garden. 2 jabs with the left, a third, a fourth, a fifth. Markstrom coming back with a hard right. Shesterkin counters. Markstrom over the top. Shesterkin pounding him. 2, 3, 4. He connects. Shesterkin keeping his footing. Markstrom trying to go over the top. Shesterkin takes him down. Wow!
Holy smokes, this is like the old Ranger Devil games. The goalie's going at it.
And Shesterkin wanted all of the smoke.
That was unbelievable. That was unreal.
What I will tell you is this: every single player on both teams has only now stopped smiling or laughing about it. Vincent Trocheck just looked at me, raised his eyebrows, and said, yeah. Between me, Jack Hughes looked over at the Rangers bench and said, he's crazy. I don't know whether he was talking about his goalie or the Rangers goalie, but Mika Zibanejad looked back and he said, he's been waiting to do that the whole game.
Drop the gloves. Still throwing punches. Shades of Ali Frazier here back in 71.
Tell us, was that your first goalie fight ever?
Yeah, it was first one. I thought it was going to be against Sorokin, but we will wait for it.
You will wait for him? What was going through your mind when you saw Markstrom approaching you?
I just thought like how huge he is. And I thought like I just don't want to get knocked out. I just want to say thanks to my boxing coach. I just had a couple lessons, so.
Very humble and, oh, look out.
Oh, puck comes loose.
They said the puck did not go in, but it looked like it went in from my vantage point. Yeah, this puck hits the camera from our AT&T connected cam. No, it's Chernak, the D-man. Yeah, and he actually breaks the camera.
Right off the camera. It is a goal. They played on. Great eye, Eddie. Initially, you thought it was in, and it was. This season, Chergovich on Kemper. Deke scores! It's not what he thought he was going to do, but he'll have a laugh as the Flames make it 4 straight wins thanks to a, excuse me, shootout winner from Chergovich. What a great break for the Flames.
What do we make of every stage of the warm-up routine?
It's expanding. Look at these guys having so much fun. And it's fun for us to keep showing it. But look at these guys. The youngsters want in. They start showing them a few more moves. And now Dylan Strome is kind of looking at Brett going, hey, we can do something. What do you want to do?
This was tonight.
They're making fun of him. I love that.
Maybe Kachuk's going to get a penalty.
Number 7, Ottawa, Minor, Sash.
Kachuk's going to get it from the bench. See him come across with the butt end of his stick there and slap Malenstein right in the side of the face.
You don't see that every day.
And he was knocked down, and a race for the puck. Kemper comes out, can't get it. Empty net, and Jost stopped by Clark, playing goaltender, and he saved a goal.
Well, we're going to get a penalty here against the Kings.
There's been a penalty shot awarded on the play to 90 Nashville. The goaltender LA 35 throws his stick.
That's what he
penalty
did.
shot.
Against Kemper, here he comes. Right in, saved by Kemper.
Cartier has lost his stick. His stick is back in the neutral zone.
15 seconds remaining on the penalty. Puck is kicked out by the stickless Ty Cartier. Oh, boy. Now Miller with the pass ahead. Sherry, shorthanded, score! 2-0 Rangers. Connor Sherry with a shorthanded goal.
And now Forsberg's got it into the middle for Kemba. He's hauled down, goes into Jonas Johansson, and a penalty call is coming up here for sure against Tampa Bay.
After review, it was determined that we have a good goal on the ice. We have the actions of the defensive player pushing the offensive player into their own goalie.
Look at them congratulating Joakim Kemmel. He's got his first NHL goal.
His first NHL goal. It's not how you draw it up or probably how you dream of it as a kid.
And they're not making dinner reservations at Carbone after. This is real. How did
is getting taken down on the net by Darnell Nurse.
Howden's got to be careful. Nurse is a tough customer, and it's all from that hit on Lausanne. It's the perfect step up.
And look at Darnell Nurse blowing kisses toward the Vegas bench, and he's still jawing, this time at Mark Stone.
They're back together with Lemchenov out of the lineup. Puck dumped in by Crevier. Hey, weird bounce off the glass. Allen able to cut it off. Can't find it though. Here's a chance. Open and he scored. Mikheyev capitalizes after it was turned over behind the net. Fed in front by Frondell. And the Hawks take a 1-0 lead.
And for Jake Allen, who is a very good puck handler, he just didn't know where this puck was.
Yeah, it happens. Jake Allen was frustrated, you could tell. He just lost it on that hard wraparound. Chicago alertly gets it out front to Mikheyev, and he buries it.
Smith leaves it on the boards for Chernyshov. Celebrini, the one-timer, scores! I believe it crossed the goal line completely. It looked to me like there was daylight between the goal line and the puck, but we will see. And on that one, it looks like it might not have gotten all the way over the line. And the way Macklin is reacting, feeling like it might not count either.
Yeah, he can't believe it. He's over by the bench doing the old broom.
After reviewing call ice, it's confirmed the puck never fully crossed the goal line. No goal.
Not out Ristolainen. Couldn't get it deep though. Ernie tripped up and the penalty's called. Zegras is going to go to the box with 2:48 to go.
Ernie has to slide the sword out of its. Look at this, how difficult it is, that knob. You can't do it the knob end, you got to do it blade end. Zegras can't believe it. He is living that nightmare right now in the glass box of trauma.
But you can't let it go. The stick is stuck in the skate. It's a smoking gun.
Sent back in by Verhaeghe. Now Shesterkin, will he shoot? Tkachuk got a stick on it. Whoa! Igor will score one of these days. Tkachuk knocked it out of the air.
And breaking news, we have word that someone has gone into labor here tonight. There's a baby being born on the 7th floor at Rogers Place as we speak, so someone's going to have a great story to tell.
Louis did say that Bouchard's goal changed the game. So I think he had a premonition.
Real good year with 23 goals. Down, picking the pocket down low. Shot, score! And Nick Down shorthanded. His first goal with the Golden Knights comes against his old team. And it's now a 3-1 game. Here's Anderson dancing through and he scores! It's two shorthanded goals on the same count.
Beautiful goal as Anderson able to pull him within one. The penalty kill, two shorties.
Barbashev stepping up. Anderson a drive, score! And that'll put it away. Vegas 5, Edmonton 1, Rasmus Anderson.
You know, he loves to go to the glass and stare down some people in the crowd. He did.
McKinnon well offside. He and Ben squaring off. Ben wants to go with McKinnon. Those two, a little chat and some smiles as they head back to their respective benches.
And he knows how to play it. It's a fine line between taking a penalty and not taking a penalty, and it's just getting a star player off of their game. It's exactly what he tried to do with Nathan McKinnon. McKinnon didn't take the bait. Give him credit.
Macklin,
Oh, man.
appreciate it, man. Brilliant stuff tonight. Thanks so much.
Great stuff, Mac.
Oh, who's that? Is that Rebo?
That's
Hey,
Rebo.
tell Rebo to put the headset on.
Pass the headset over
Tell
to
Rebo to put the headset on.
The boys want him.
talk to you.
He's wiping the sweat off.
Oh, the big fella's on. Okay.
Rebo.
Okay, Rebo.
Rebo, first of all, give Macklin a hug for us. What a performance.
No, he's too sweaty right now. I'll give him a hug after the game. He's too sweaty right now. I got to go home.
Revo, I got to ask you, because he's too humble, what's it like watching this kid and what he's done so far this season?
It's like watching a god on ice. It's fun to watch. It's crazy the stuff he can do at 19. It's I'll be honest though, half of my interviews this year has been about him, so it's kind of starting to wear me out a little bit.
Shesterkin coming off.
Samoskevich shot. Shesterkin got a piece of it. It deflects in.
It goes up off his blocker and he goes to bat it and just nicks the puck and the puck stays. It'll come up here, right? Pretty good position, goes up, goes to, and a swing and a miss. And out the door goes a shutout.
Into the slot. Pedersen back out to Hronek. Off the post. Rebound. They score.
DeBrusk's going to get his 15th of the season. It goes off the post. Bouncing puck up in the air. Good hand-eye coordination from DeBrusk, and he puts that one into the wide-open cage.
Here comes Kempe. We begin the shootout. Kempe brings it in with speed. Hit the post. Brings it back middle. O'Reilly waits, pauses. Saved by Kemper. Brings it middle. Stopped by Saros. Philip Forsberg with speed. Stopped by Kemper. full speed in round 3. He is denied by Saros. He comes right up the gut, shoots, missed the net. Kopitar, he is stopped by Saros. Now picks up speed. Marchessault for the win. He hit the post again. Drives in. Missed the net. Can Haula make a play? Kemper, another save. Grant Clark skates into the puck. Another stop. Jost out wide. Another save. Byfield. He missed the net. He had Saros down. Josi, another save. Joel Armia takes the 8th round. Saved by Saros. 8 for 8. In the bottom of the 8th, it's Evangelista. He scores! The Predators win! 8 rounds! Luke Evangelista silences Crypto.com Arena.
In Italy, together for Team USA, the face-off sponsored by Rooms to Go. And look out right in front, Noah Gregor scores! 8 seconds into the game. Feed to the middle, it's Seth Jones out in front, score! Mackie Samoskevich, 66 seconds into the game. Jones moving in and shooting, saved by Olmark. Rebound shot, score!
It's a feeding frenzy right now.
Found by Losterine in the feed, the shot, they got another one! It's A.J. Greer! Sam Bennett moves, Verhaeghe, it's a handful! The Cats have 5. Omar's been under siege.
Turnover, Marchessault to the middle. Right back to Forsberg! He scores! Wood shoots! He scores! Deals it back out top. Josi! He scores! Riley opening up, score! Up to the point. A blast by Shea, score!
As devastating a period as the Sharks have endured all year long.
Listen, and when it... Let the... Hey, give me that, you little... Okay, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, there you go. Pillow fight's over, okay? But the pillow fight in the Pacific Division, not over.
Takes a look, wrist shot, stopped by Lankinen, puck in the air, jammed in by Granlund. It went up in the air behind Lankinen, and I think the diving Granlund got his stick on it to tip it home and make it 2-1 Anaheim.
This is thrown towards the net. The puck's going to ricochet off the stick of Lankinen. He doesn't know where it is, and as it's coming down behind him, Granlund spots it. He can get it out of the air. Wow.
Grab, Smith, the pass, the goal! Macklin celebrating! And he airmails it up and over. Lukash still stalling. I think they're still looking for the puck in the net. Well, there's a saying in hockey, when you shoot the puck, you want to bury it. Well, he buried that puck, and they couldn't even find it for about a minute and a half.
Yeah, they finally able to locate that puck, but just a great release from the onside by Celebrini.
Had to kick it to a stick from a knee and couldn't barrel that through. Miller was there to help out Anderson. And this was the line last night. Hit
Got the scoreboard.
Yep.
The high flipper, a little too high.
Nice move by Dobish to keep that one out. They come again. Fantilli, wrist shot, in the crease. Oh, what a stop! Dobish down and out, tapped it out. Unbelievable!
And it's sitting there on the goal line. Marchment has all kinds of net to work with, but he whiffs on it. He just whiffs on it as it trickles right through Dobish, right off the heel of his stick. My goodness, that's the game right there. The Blue Jackets bench can't believe it.
The point in Manson. Wrist shot, floated, score! Oh, butter my button, call me a biscuit. He got a piece between the circles, and the Avs have tied the game at 2.
I got to ask you, the goal call on that one from Mark Mosier was, and I quote, "Butter my butt and call me a biscuit." Does that get you going?
No, not talking about his butt, no.
Nice deception before the release, and now here's Pasternak. Oh, he had a breakaway, stumbled over the puck.
Pasternak can't believe it, shaking his head still in neutral zone.
When have you seen that before from Pasternak?
Grabbed by Zadorov, quick transition, Kaslik, a little roam. And he lost his footing after he crossed the blue line.
Penguins win this game if Ben Kindle scores here. Scores! Ben Kindle! A signature shot! You gotta believe in the boys in black and gold!
putting up points with regularity against the Blackhawks. Turnover in front, and Buck scores! Spencer Knight, the giveaway. Flyers jump on it, and 48 seconds in, they have a 1-0 lead.
Spencer Knight, the handle. I don't know if it's miscommunication between he and Levshunov. A little bit of a gift.
Marcus and dives, pass to Parker. Parker got far over the net. Dovishes, Dovish now has to hold off Brad. Oh, he did a great job of it to protect the puck. Heischer centers in front, and the shot goes wide off the stick of Meyer. Runs into Hudson. Here's Dovish on the net.
There is nothing more exciting in hockey than a wandering goaltender. Let me tell you, we've seen 2 shifts now with Dovish coming out of the net. Here he comes out, and he has the right idea, but what happens, Heischer gets his stick on it.
The shootout coming up in 30 seconds. Catch your breath.
A stick on it, taken by Shen. Look out in front, a little one-hand nudge by Michkov, then he scores! Michkov banks it in from below the goal line, and the Flyers have a 3-0 lead. Didn't look like much, and then it came to Michkov in a dangerous spot, and his one-hander goes wide, and he stayed with it.
He's a crafty player.
Empty net, Ristolain's going to try himself, and he misses it. Forster hustles, gets to the puck, but he couldn't score. Schaefer made a great play to get back. 22, here's a chance. Tippett moving up. Tippett to Dvorak. Dvorak has his shot knocked out. Schaefer again.
This kid, oh my goodness.
Unbelievable play. Flyers cannot finish this one off. Cates will try. It's blocked. Bounces to Tippett. Poked away. Another beautiful play by Schaefer to prevent a goal.
Schaefer might have more saves than Sorokin tonight. Wow.
Frank Quillen, now Dickinson. At the net, Eklund. Save. Rebound. Off the post. And a great diving save by Simon Benoit.
He's with a oh, Benoit dove across and saved the goal. What a flurry for San Jose, and Simone Benoit dove across and took away a sure goal.
Oh, the late dive with the blade to take it away.
His best of William Nylander has a chance to win it and is stopped like Kemper. Back the other way, it's Panarin. 3-on-2 with Nylander trapped. Adrian Kempe, Panarin scores! Chris Byfield, another overtime goal against Toronto.
Get a player back, Cole Schwinn. Chari is stopped by Bobrovsky, and then it's shot, and it goes in. Goal, Chari, the former Panther.
It goes up in the air and over the shoulder of Sergei Bobrovsky, and the Penguins have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Ron, it's fitting that Cole Caulfield can score goal number 50, just a stone's throw from the home of Saturday Night Live, a show that launched the career of so many superstars because of performances on this night. Well, lucky for Cole Caulfield, he can score goals because his acting was a little iffy when asked if he was going to be thinking about number 50.
Think about, or you'll think about now, or
No.
no?
Like, yeah.
Actually entering this game, they were 5 for 5 against the Panthers this season. They got a goal. It's Elmer Soderblom. A steal and score. 1-0, 9 minutes in.
Wakey, Tarasov read that, came out to just play it out of harm's way, but right onto the stick of Elmer Soderblom.
Yes, here it is, Gabe Perreault. He scores! A hat trick for the 20-year-old rookie.
Oh, look at that. That's a beauty. It's brand new, too. It still got the sticker on it.
That wasn't cheap.
No, that's really nice.
That's
I'm going to
right
give it
in
to
the Ray
Gabe if you
Ferraro
want.
travel bag.
No, I got to tell you, they give you the hats after you get a hat trick. I got one in Atlanta. I wouldn't have put some of these ones on, I don't know who. I was like, they were so gross. This is a nice one.
I was going to say nobody would know if you kept that one, but now all of America will know.
Yeah, you know.
At least suspect.
It's a nice hat, though.
And when you go on a 7-game winning streak, the mood is loose. You can have some fun. Arbor Jacka having a little bit of fun before tonight's game with Jim Ramsey, the head athletic therapist. Little game. Let's not get your feet wet before you stand on the bench for 4 hours, guys.
Well, with the Leafs out of the playoff picture, tickets are a little bit cheaper, which means maybe more fans can get to games, but they might still not know their way around or where their seats are, like these two familiar faces. Yes, the Blue Jays' Ernie Clement and George Springer thought they had their seats. Apparently not. They got a polite tap on the shoulder, got told to move. Those lucky fans that not only got to watch them walk in, now get to sit in front of them, but they did get in their seats in time to cheer, guys. It was never a doubt.
Gets topside.
Down low, the rotation. Good sliding defensive play made there by Van Riemsdyk, who wants the whistle. And the referee finally does comply.
I think it's in his pants, and there he is pulling it out. Nice job, PBR. You must have heard me up here. Pulled it out of his hockey pants, and what a slide that is. That's the way to do it. He says, hey, it's right here, guys. Here it is. I found it. Great job. Timing is everything. When you slide like that, you took away the opportunity.
So Granlund uses white tape on his blade just like that, only in the third period. In the third period, he got in a scuffle in front of the bench, dropped his stick, went and sat down on the bench. The trainer came and gave him his second period stick with black tape, and he was standing looking at it for about good 30 seconds before he decided, yeah, he's going to use black tape in the third period, had his shift with it, and now he's back to his regular white toe.
Spencer Knight.
Is he hurt or did he
I think he blew a skate blade, actually,
Okay.
Panger. Yep. Pointing at a skate.
Oh, actually, you know, it's the lace.
It's the lace, yeah, that holds the bottom of the pad to his skate hanger.
It sure is. Yep.
What's the blade?
I know that well. And the bottom line is you can't have that loose, and you can't have the lace obviously dangling. You're going to step on it and lose your footing. I think Soderblom might have to come out. I think the referee said, okay, I gave you that much time, but now you can see all the lace is at the toe of his skate. There. And it's not keeping it down below. So he's going to have to go off.
Nurse with a good play. Now it's a chance for a breakaway. Henry, right in. Stop by Thomas Gordon. On a turnover at center ice.
Stolen away by McDavid. Another breakaway. McDavid in on Soderblom. A shot denied.
Switch has been made. Equipment's been fixed.
Come on, Soderblom. All right, buddy, get in there. 2 breakaways.
If you're at a hockey game, you need to be smiling. Have to be smiling. How could you not? Why would you not be? It's a beautiful sport, and we've got a beautiful game about to unfold. 2 wild cards and 3 teams from each division for 8 total. And right out of the game, we have a goal for the Rangers. New York looks comfortable on Hockey Island. 23 seconds in.
Boqvist snaps one wide off the backboards. They score! Barzal scores! Backhand wraparound saved by Sorokin. Kicked out. Rebound still loose and they score. Flipped it on for Barzal. Shen good to the net. Rebound. Scores! Held the drop. Rust scores! His pass. One-timer. They score! And now an opportunity for Mantha. Scores! Brazeau over Mantha. Wide open again to the backhand and he scores! Pittsburgh has scored 4 times in 6 minutes and 17 seconds. And what started as a fantastic period for the Islanders has been completely upended.
That's Duhaime. Lobs one all the way down to the Devils' line. Roshkachenko heads it to himself. Soccer style, where the wrister and it's gobbled up.
That is creative. I don't think I've ever seen a player do that. That is really intelligent. And we know that the World Cup of soccer is going to be just up the turnpike from here in exit 16W.
That's so good.
At MetLife Stadium.
McNabb quickly around to goal. Theodore looking. Shot. Tap score! Mitch Marner on the deflection. As he went to the bench, you could see in the celebration, Shane, that he had a hairline fracture in that stick. It was in 2 pieces when he went through the celebration of the bench.
Joe Veleno cutting in, tried to burst in front, and then he got clipped with his own stick in the side of the net.
Butt-ended himself almost in his chin.
That could have been ugly.
I've actually had that happen before. My gut, it is not pleasant.
Craig Berube, this is what we noticed as Anthony Stolarz maybe just sending a message.
Just a little change of course,
interested.
right? He just made sure. I don't think Husso was even looking at him, and Stolarz has a few words.
Watch out, quick shot, score! Go with control of the shot, score! A cross shot, score! Sends it in front, deflected, score! Burns with a long shot, score! Into the slot, score! Nylander, a cross shot, score! Leads his way in with a wrist shot, scores! There's a wrist shot, score! Wrist shot, score! To Burns with a shot, score! Belitsky with a shot, score! And the Avs have tied it in 6! The comeback has happened! Canucks send it off, shot, score! Oh no! Right back, Vancouver with a tally. Picked up by the Canucks, sent all the way down the ice and score! Brock Boeser with a hat trick tonight. An empty net goal could seal it for Vancouver with 1:29 left.
Seth Jones tripped over the post.
All he can do here is laugh at himself as he's heading up the ice. I mean, the reason I'm laughing is he hit it with both feet. It's not like he just nicked one post.
Center pass shot wide by Kelly. Avs have a 9-2 lead. That's right, 9 times.
Habro, Garland, centering pass, reeled in. Kent Johnson shooting, stopped by Anderson. Ehlers lost the handle. Sillinger going to work down for Columbus. In front for Marchenko, and he's robbed by Anderson. 2 seconds ago, one last shot block. The Hurricanes hold the Blue Jackets to just 10 shots on goal in the game. 5-1 final score.
Off the faceoff, can't clear. In front, deflection! Here he comes, down low, Malkin, score! Here's Novak, throws it in front, score! Throws it in front, score! Back for Raquel, backhander, score! Shea into the slot, shoots, scores!
Yep, it's out of control here now. Penguins piling them on.
Welcome to Washington, D.C. on a gorgeous day on this 4th of April, 2026, known in Buffalo as the day the drought died. This is a group of players that lead the charge, prep the plaza, shine up the French Connection. There's a long-awaited party coming in all of Buffalo, and those who love her are invited to the Stanley Cup playoffs thanks to the efforts of this group.
The Buffalo Sabres have made the playoff.
Drought's over, man. It's over. I'm literally crying in my work truck.
I've been in their shoes. I've been able to watch a lot of successful Buffalo Sabres teams when I was a young kid, and to be able to give the fans hope and something to cheer for each and every night, I think that's really special for me.